I just wanted to take a quick second to give you a basic rundown of this studio. Small as it may be, I've tried to keep it really, really simple and streamlined and focused for the singer-songwriter who's recording just one track at a time, okay? Starting with the mic. This is the AKG P220. I've only had it for a little while, and I gotta say I've been pretty impressed with it. This is a condenser mic, so it needs fan and power. It only has one polar pattern, which is cardioid. It does have a high pass filter on it, although I don't know exactly the frequency that it cuts for the low end. It also has a 20 dB pad if you're recording some really loud stuff. If you're in the market for a budget studio mic, I highly recommend this one. From the mic, the signal goes to the Trident channel strip. This Trident channel strip is awesome. It's a 3-part processing. The first stage it has is the Trident preamp, which it's a solid state preamp, but it's warm and just sounds great, and I just absolutely love it. It also has a compressor limiter built into it. It's a fixed 4-to-1 compression or a limiter, depending on which one you choose. I like to commit. I choose to compress as I'm performing into my DAW. Okay? That way I don't have to be, singing soft here and then going loud here. I can be in one spot and just do the thing. Lastly, you have the EQ on the Trident, and again, I like to commit to my tone as I'm going into my DAW, so I will give it a little bit of brightness on top, scoop out the mids just a tiny bit, don't really touch the low end, and that's about it. And then you can adjust the output gain to your liking, so you're hitting your DAW at a nice level. From the Trident channel strip, I'm going into the Tascam 1800. This is my current I/O. It's multi-track, which I don't really need. It doesn't really color the audio at all. It's really just sort of a meat and potatoes audio interface that'll get you from signal to DAW. Even the preamps in it, very bland, very mild. It'll get the job done. But that's why I have the Trident channel strip, is to give it all that nice color, and then I just go line in straight into the Tascam 1800. From there, I go into my DAW. Logic 9. I know, Logic X10, whatever you want to call it, has been out for a while. Well, I was kind of out of the studio music making game for a little bit, focusing on filmmaking, and I've sort of had the music itch again lately, so I'm jumping back into audio. Logic 9 is what I had already, so I continue to use it, although I will be upgrading to Logic X10. Which one is it, X or is it 10? Very soon. I'll give you a quick once-over of the space itself. This space was not designed to be a studio. This space was really just a closet built by the tenant who lived here before us as a little computer workstation. So to remedy that, I put up some studio foam. With the audio treatment, it's been a little bit better. I got the curtains behind me, which also give a little bit of diffusion, I guess. And it hides all the junk that's behind the curtain, so it looks prettier. I keep all my instruments that I use most within arm's reach. I got my Sigma acoustic guitar, my Mitchell ukulele, my Amoon bass, which if you're in the market for a cheap bass, I paid like $80 for this thing, and it is rock solid. And of course, my Telecaster. Yes, it's a Squier, but it's been my workhorse for the last 10 years. Someday, I'll pull the trigger on an American-made Stratocaster Sunburst with a maple neck, but until that day, my Tele's doing just fine. Of course, I also got my MIDI controller for my pads, synths, electric pianos, drums, what have you. And then I have my studio monitors, which sound absolutely awful in this space, so I mix everything in these bad boys. These were a gift, by the way. Philips Fidelio. These are the most comfortable headphones I have ever. They're like pillows. And they sound great. I don't know how much they cost, but these are phenomenal. Let me just show you my video setup real quick. So this is my video setup. I got the camera pointed to me. For most of my music performances, this camera is actually the GoPro, because the GoPro just makes the space look a little bit bigger. And I just like the way it looks. This is a Home Depot work light that I recently bought. So this is my key light, if you will. And then for a backlight, I've got these two bucket lights. And I've got this flag that I've hung down because it was before causing some lens flare. So this flag makes it so that I still have a hair light, but there's no lens flare. So that's it. The one-man band recording studio. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, hit the alerts button for more nonsense. I'll have more cover songs, more vlogs, more studio tours. Anytime I get a new piece of gear, I intend to review it. Any questions or comments about this little studio space, leave them in the comment section and I will be sure to get back to you.